In this video, I'm going to show you the perfect itinerary for you who want to visit Dubai and Abu Dhabi, two incredible destinations that are well worth visiting. These are surreal places that people have no idea what they're like, and apart from the natural beauty of being in the middle of the desert and having that beautiful sea all around, there are also the gigantic constructions that I never thought it would be possible for human beings to build, and they have built and made incredible things there. So we're going to explain here what the best split is, how many days to stay in each city. I stay more in Dubai, less in Abu Dhabi, what I do to distribute it properly and put together a good itinerary. So come on, give us a like, subscribe to the channel, and buckle up. Hey guys, for those who don't know me, I'm Gabriel Lorenzi, creator of the Grupo Dicas, the largest travel content network in the world. And today we're gonna talk about the perfect itinerary for those who want to travel to Dubai and Abu Dhabi. For those who don't know, these are cities in the Arab Emirates and the two are very close to each other. It takes an hour and a half by car to get from one to the other, so many people who travel to Dubai take the opportunity to visit Abu Dhabi. People who go to Abu Dhabi take the opportunity to visit Dubai, or they travel wanting to visit both cities. Both cities are incredible and beautiful. In my opinion, if you're staying, we'll give you tips for itineraries longer than 7 days. For those going for 7, 10 or 15 days, but if you're staying less than that, if you're staying 4, 5 or even 6 days, I don't think it's worth including Abu Dhabi because Dubai has so much to see. There's a lot you can't miss, and so I think it's worth focusing on Dubai, which has a lot of cool stuff and it's easier to get to. There are direct flights from various airports and cities all over the world. I think it's a bit easier and it's nicer to get to know first. What you can do is take a day trip to Abu Dhabi if you're staying for a short time, like 5 or 6 days in Dubai. You could take a day trip to Abu Dhabi. There are several tours that go there, see the main sites in one day and return to Dubai, but splitting it up 3 and 3 days, 3 and 2 days, I don't think it's worth it because we'll be leaving a lot out of Dubai, guys. So the itinerary we're gonna give you, it's if you're staying more days. So let's go. If you're planning to stay more than 7 days so you can see everything there, my recommendation would be first 5 days in Dubai and 5 days in Abu Dhabi. If you can stay 5 days in Dubai and more days in Abu Dhabi, I think the perfect itinerary would be either 5 days in Dubai, 3 or 4 days in Abu Dhabi, or you could increase Dubai a little. Gabriel, I want a 12-day itinerary, so you could take about 7 days in Dubai because there's so much to do, and 5 days in Abu Dhabi, which also has a lot to offer. In my opinion, if you don't have set dates, I think that if you can, because it gets more expensive the number of days, 12 days I think is a perfect combination, because 7 days in Dubai and 5 in Abu Dhabi, you'll be able to get to know everything in a relaxed way, explore the cities very well so you can do things. To give you an idea, I'll give you a quick overview of the tours and a little itinerary of what you could see so you can see how much there is and how many days you need to see each one. Starting with Dubai, because your flight usually goes to Dubai first. If you start your trip there, I think the best thing to do is go to Burj Khalifa on the first day. It's the biggest building in the world, and underneath it's the biggest shopping mall in the world. You will see that in the Emirates everything's the biggest in the world. The sheikhs are a bit competitive, we realize it, wanting to building one bigger than the other. Then every year one tries to outdo the other to build the biggest thing in the whole world, so it's very grandiose. So in one day you go to the Burj Khalifa, you go to observatory, you see the city, you walk around the mall, which is the biggest mall in the world. There's an aquarium inside, it's very cool for children, and there's a ski and snow slope inside the mall. It's a gigantic mall. You spend practically a whole day just visiting these two places. On the second day there are two incredible museums, one next to the other, which is the Museum of the Future, an incredible futuristic museum. I think it's the most beautiful thing about the outside. It's a beautiful building, and next door is Frame Dubai, which is a gigantic picture frame. Inside, it's a museum. You take the elevator up the shafts and walk around the top. It's a long museum, so these are two very cool places that you also have to spend another day, the second day of your trip, to see. On the third day, you can take the desert tour, which in our opinion was the coolest tour of the whole trip. It's a tour that takes you into the desert in a very nice jeep. The agencies are usually very good. You get to know the desert. They show you the customs, the sheikhs' houses, the falcons they used to hunt, the camels. They show you all the culture there and their life. And in the evening, there's a dinner in the middle of the desert. It's in the middle of the desert, but they have a structure there that are tables, tents, huts, bonfires. It's the most beautiful thing in the world. I highly recommend it. That's 3 days away. I'm going to leave a tour down here because everyone asks. I'll leave a link down here in the description of the video and in the first fixed comment to this website that sells all the tickets, tours and excursions from all over the world. That's where we always buy. The tours were great, incredible. There are several options and the price is always the best. We do a lot of research to save money on every trip we take, and this is the best place. So take a look there. You will see how many tours there are to do in both Dubai and Abu Dhabi. There's also a transfer if you want it. It costs about $100 last time we checked. If you don't want to hire a car to make the journey, you can go from Dubai in a very nice car with a driver who will take you to Abu Dhabi. So take a look at the link here. It's all there, so it's easier for you to set up your trip with your own perspective and using the links we provide here. On the fourth day, you can visit the Dubai Marina area, which I think is beautiful. It's a navy, but there are lots of restaurants. I can't explain exactly what it is, but it's a very nice area to visit. And there's also a beach near Dubai Marina. You can also visit the beach in Dubai. The sea is very beautiful, but in the heat, you can't even go because you can't step on the sand or into the sea. The water gets too hot. So try to go in the spring, fall, and winter. In winter, you can enjoy the beaches because it's not freezing. They say winter, which is December, January and February, but these are the best times of the year, and that's why they're the most crowded. Everyone travels there in December, January and February, so prices double, sometimes triple. Try to go in October, November and April, May. These are good times. March too. March, April is even better than May, but it's usually still a bit crowded. But these are times when the heat isn't so intense. In the summer you can't go. Don't try to go. You will suffer a lot getting around. You won't be able to go to the beach, to open spaces or anything because it gets very hot. After the beach, you can go to the Louvre in Abu Dhabi. They've made a branch of the Louvre Museum in Paris. It's a Louvre Museum in Abu Dhabi. The ceiling was a work of art by a very famous architect who is very important to the history of the Arab Emirates. He used several circles. I don't know how many thousands of circles to make the ceiling. And there are a few points where the light passes through. It's only 5% of the sun's ray that hits the top and passes down to the ground, but it's enough to illuminate the whole place. You can see the trails, the beams alike. It's the most beautiful thing in the world, and there are many works both from France, which France ended up lending to them to put on as an exhibition, and from all over the world. There are works by famous artists, so it's a museum unlike anything we've ever seen. It's breathtaking. It's a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful place. Even for those who don't like museums or art, go, because just the building, the environment is something very beautiful, and it's totally worth the visit, guys. The place is incredible. I'm sure you're gonna love it because it's awesome. On the fifth day, you can eat at a restaurant in the hotel on the beach facing the Al Arab, which is the only 7 or 6-star hotel. They give it a different rating every hour. It's the most expensive hotel in the world. It's very iconic. You see for yourself, but instead of going there, it's very nice because there are some hotels right on the beach where you can book restaurants right on the sand. You go and have lunch and have a beautiful view from there, take a photo, stay there, and then you can go to the gold market. There's a gold market where the gold is on display. You get to know their culture. It's really cool. So take a look around because they're really nice places to visit. We really liked it, the area near the Burj Khalifa. I'll even include the link to the best region in the description of the video, which we've done everything right. The link is ready for you to enter your date and see the hotels there. It will only show well-rated, cool hotels with the best cost benefit. And I'll even mention the hotel we stayed in It's incredible, it's 5 stars, but the prices are cheap. Accommodation in both Dubai and Abu Dhabi. Abu Dhabi is even cheaper. They are beautiful, incredible 5-star hotels, and they're cheap compared to the rest of the world. It's your chance to stay in a nice hotel. So take a look at this hotel we stayed in. It's close to everything. Everything I'm talking about, you can do some of it in 5 minutes by Uber, by car, some points in 15 minutes, 20 minutes, but it's very well located. You're close to everything. That's indeed the best region for you to stay. So you've seen that 5 days is enough to get to know Dubai's main attractions. If you want to stay a little longer, is there more to do? Yes, you can go to a nice beach. Just make sure you research the beaches carefully, because there are a few rules. After the sun goes down, you can't go into the sea. You can't go out in a bikini or bathing suit outside the beach area, on the streets, go to the promenade. You can't. There are some rules, but do some research. Nothing too strict. You can enjoy a day at the beach. There are restaurants, markets, and giant shopping malls there, so you can stay there for a few more days and really enjoy it. Take a look at the ticket website. It has various tours. There's also a yacht trip around Dubai, which is beautiful. There's no shortage of excursions. If you want to spend 20 days there, you'll have 20 things to do. That's why we talk about it. The ideal is at least 5 days in Dubai. And now moving on to Abu Dhabi, I think it's an incredible place. It's totally worth the visit. Some people just do the round trip from Dubai. I think that if it's your only chance and only have a few days, it's worth it. But I think that if you can, you should spend more days there, because it's an incredible city. It's even a bit more cultural in terms of Arab culture, because Dubai is already very internationalized. Abu Dhabi felt like the United Arab Emirates. I think it has more culture there. There are beautiful things to see, so try to stay. Ideally, just so you can see, I'd say 3 days in Abu Dhabi. And why? Because on the first day, there's a place that's incredible. You have to go there. It's the Grand Mosque. It's the 3rd largest mosque in the world. It's an incredible building. If I talk about the numbers, the marble, the gold, it won't give you an idea of what it really is. The moment you step inside, it's surreal. I'll put the videos and photos up for you to see, but it's an incredible place. You have to wear the right clothes. You can't go with parts of your body showing. Women have to cover their hair. I'll look these things up later, but it's easy. Even in the malls, they sell them. You can buy a scarf, something, but it's a very nice place to understand their religion. It's peaceful, a blessing. Wow, you have to go. It's a place you can't miss. There's also the palace, which is a beautiful and grandiose palace that's well worth seeing. You can even do both in the same day. Another great place to visit in Abu Dhabi are the beaches. The beaches are very nice. There's even a hotel that I'll mention here in the video description together with everything else. It's an incredible hotel to stay in, and it has a private beach, which is very helpful and very cheap. Abu Dhabi, take the opportunity to stay in the best hotel you can, because it's almost half the price of Dubai. They're doing this to stimulate the city's tourist growth. You will see that hotel prices are cheap. They are incredible hotels. Take a look at this one on the beach. It's well located, close to all the tourist attractions, and you'll be able to be right there on the beach, guys. You'll be able to enjoy it. There's the hotel umbrella, there's a restaurant, there's everything there. You can enjoy a day at the beach and then go for a walk in the evening. There's shopping malls. There are incredible malls nearby too. So take a look, because on the second day, it's worth staying on the beach, enjoying yourself a bit more, going to a museum, exploring the city a bit more. There are a lot of things to do there in Abu Dhabi. And one reason why I said that I think Abu Dhabi should have at least 4 days, it's because the first 2 days are important for getting to know the city, the local culture, the city itself, and there are 2 other places there that I think are incredible and worth seeing. There's a palace called Yas Marina, which is where the Formula 1 circuit takes place. You can go there. It's a slightly more expensive experience, but you can do the tour there. It's incredible. You get to drive a Formula 1 car. It's more for lovers, but the Yas Marina area has everything. There's Yas Island, Yas Beach. It's a region that it has all, and there's also the Ferrari park. It's a park all about the Ferrari brand, the Italian brand, which is incredible for those who like cars, speed. It has the fastest roller coaster in the world. They've simply managed to create the fastest roller coaster in the world, so it's a really nice park. You spend almost the whole day, then in the evening you go out, have some dinner somewhere else, and the next day there's the Warner Brothers Park, which is the largest indoor park in the world. They created it because it's so hot there, you couldn't do parks like you can here in Orlando, Orlando, for example, like Disney, which is an open space, for 4 or 5 months it would be empty and everything would melt because it's too hot. So what did they do? The guys simply have money there, so they decided to make it covered and put air conditioning inside. It's as simple as that. And then you will see from the photo that they've built a gigantic park with more than 30-40 attractions. There's a roller coaster, a simulator, all focused on Warner Brothers. There's Looney Tunes. There are a lot of cool characters that we don't see very often. The DC heroes, Batman, Superman. It's a very cool park that I think it's worth a visit if you get the chance. And now this month it's opened. I haven't even put it up yet, but you can see how much there is to do. It's SeaWorld, which is a park that already exists here in the United States, but they've simply created the largest aquarium in the world. Everything is the biggest in the world. They keep breaking records, but it's a place that from the videos and photos, I haven't been there yet, but it looks impressive. Then check out SeaWorld Abu Dhabi. It has the largest vertical aquarium in the world, a huge mall. It feels like you're at the bottom of the sea. You look it up and it's crazy. So if you like parks of this kind too, do some research. So it all depends on what you want to see and how many days you can stay, but do your research, put together an itinerary because it's an incredible trip. If you have children, it's easy. We went with Clarinha, she was 2, now Clara is 5. She enjoyed everything and it was very easy. The flight is only a little long, but she was fine. Sometimes the child may cry, so be prepared. It's a 14-hour flight. At least in our case, it was 14 hours from São Paulo to Dubai, but there are plenty of attractions for children. They're very used to it. It's a very good structure. Every place has air conditioning, it's enclosed, so it's difficult to get into trouble there with a child, so you can travel with all kinds of people, ages, groups, friends. It's a very nice place for you to go and explore all the things the city has to offer. And down here in the description of the video, I'll give you all the links to put together your entire trip on the websites we've known for years and have found the cheapest for hiring all the service, the hotel we stayed in, the cheapest travel SIM card, the cheapest travel insurance, car rental comparison. You will see that car prices there are cheap, much cheaper than in the rest of the world. Take a look. There are tours. There's a global account so you can use the money there. There's everything you need to save a lot on your trip. And that's it, guys. I hope you liked the video. Everything is down here below. So this is it, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you like it, don't forget to give us a like. That was a little weird because I was going to do this and I did that. Don't forget to give us a like, subscribe to the channel because it really helps us a lot. And don't forget to watch these other 2 videos which are very important for your travel planning to Dubai and Abu Dhabi, guys. And that's it, guys. Thank you very much and have nice trips.